Okay, hey, what's up? Chris here. So I left off, I was going through my old sketchbook, and I'm going to start up again. I got a little bit of a better setup here, at least I hope it's a little bit better of a setup as far as the camera and everything. And I don't know, we'll see. This whole YouTube channel is a work in progress, so I'll adjust and improve as I go. Yeah, so anyway, this was back May. Well, it ended in May 2014. I don't have any dates yet, do I? Did we look at any date? I marked dates in a lot of the pages, but maybe we'll see some as we go. But let's see if we can get through a little more of this. And I want to point out, like, this, okay, this is where I started. You know, I wasn't particularly that great. You know, and this is after a lot of practice too, and so, and you know, I still would say I'm not particularly that great, but I think if you look at my Instagram at Chris Gregory T, you'll see that I've definitely improved a lot, and it's all just from practicing, you know. So here's more figure drawings. You know, nothing great. I think I tried to do this one in ink, and I had no idea how to ink things. You'll see some pretty bad ink drawings as you go through these, because I really had no idea. I love ink drawing, but I had no idea how to do it when I started. More figure drawings. I think I liked these when I did them. Like she has this cool line of motion, but like, you know, see, I didn't know how to do feet. Feet aren't great here, you know. I didn't no idea how anatomy works or anything. Here I wrote milestones. Understanding perspective, learning basic anatomy, drawing from the right side of the brain. This is a list from a Psychra Yasin video. I learned a lot about drawing from Psychra on YouTube, so look up Psychra and follow his channel. Because I learned a lot from him, and then he did like a milestone video, like different milestones for drawing, and I jotted them all down here. I don't think I really followed it. Well, I know I didn't, but that's what that is. And then more figure drawing. Here I drew it was like a bodybuilder woman. I couldn't get the face right, so I just gave up. I think these are from How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And this too, drawing with shapes. And these came out pretty good. And then, I don't know, figure here didn't turn out great. Again, more like a portrait, more figures. I remember I was trying to get like the foreshortening of this guy's arms, and that's not bad. Oh, here we go. So October 22nd, 2013. This is where I was. So that's, wow, 6 years ago at this point. And more, I don't know what's going on here. Some weird venom-like creature. See, here I'm doing like that, if you ever looked up the beanbag or the flour sack exercise for figure drawing. I think that's what I was doing here. Trying to draw a face. Yeah, more beanbags, and then this is like a ballerina woman, very elongated. You know, a lot of proportion issues. Proportions are very difficult for me for a long time. I mean, still are. I don't think anything ever gets easy, but you know, you improve slowly over time. Yeah, trying to draw with you know, basic blocks. Yeah, that's good practice. Yeah, and this is when I learned that coil technique. If you look up the coil technique, and Yesen's videos for foreshortening. Basically, you draw spirals, and it kind of helps you envision, the whatever you're foreshortening, the arm or the leg or whatever it may be. Kind of see like I did his horns with coils, and and draw a face, just gesture poses. More gestures. Yeah, at some point I decided like I was just going to draw lots and lots of figures because I wanted to just get good at figure drawing, and I tried to focus on that. So a lot of gesture drawings, very quick things. This I remember I was trying to draw like somebody with a bunch of arms, and I had no idea how to do it. And then this is a couple of years here. This is a cartoon of mine. You saw one of the characters earlier on, this guy, but so I've gone through several sort of iterations of this cartoon, and I've never really followed through on it, but this was one I was working on. Yeah, more figure drawings, and I don't know what that is. Here's Casey Jones. I was trying to do Casey Jones, and I just couldn't get the proportion right, and the body was too long, and I was trying to get that bend to the knees. See, I'm putting cylinders in, trying to understand that, but I think it was the same thing over here with Spider-Man. You can see some of the understructure I was doing there, but just couldn't quite get it right. I always did that like elongated torso. I still have issues with that. I always want to draw the torsos way too long, but here. Also here, I remember this, I copied this, but this is like the first time I ever drew Spider-Man, and I was like kind of happy with it. Like the webbing on there, his feet aren't very good at all, but I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. It looks like he's swinging, and then I tried to do like this dynamic chainsaw guy, and it was just, I had no idea how to fit that chainsaw, so I was trying to do the chainsaw in perspective. I had no idea how to fit that like behind the body. It just is not right. He's like stretched out. Couldn't get the foreshortening on the legs right. So lots of issues, and it's just the same things over and over and over again. You just keep trying, and eventually it gets better. And here we've got Todd McFarlane, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Madrera. Just a list. I don't know why I was listing out all these artists, but that's what I was doing for some reason. I was trying to get this woman like bent, looked like she was bending forward. I think I was actually pretty happy with that. It's not awful. It's close. I kind of got the idea, but I don't really here. I still don't know if I could pull that pose off. That's a tough one. Here I'm trying to do this chainsaw guy again. Again, proportions, the long torso. I just no idea what the anatomy. And here, I think this is Batista. I was trying to draw him with his arms like coming out, the fists, and I couldn't get the fists right. And then, so I'm practicing some hands here. So this is on Halloween. That's what I was doing on Halloween in 2013. And then here's the Jim Lee How to Draw Hands at San Diego Comic-Con 2013. So this was a YouTube video of Jim Lee at a Comic-Con doing a demonstration on how to draw hands. And I kind of copied what he did. you know, the foreshortening of the hand and stuff. And then there's another Jim Lee one, how to draw dynamic figures. And I went through. They're good videos if you can find them on YouTube. It's just Jim Lee, San Diego Comic-Con 2013, how to draw hands and how to draw dynamic figures. I think that was 2012. But look those up. I think this is the same thing, more Jim Lee video stuff. Yeah, and here I'm trying to ink. This was an early version of Hobo Man. I had a little comic a very short comic that I did of a hobo superhero character, and this was an early version of him. I had the idea for a long time, and yeah, I originally pictured him with like a ski mask, but anyway. So I was trying to ink, wasn't quite sure what to do. And the same thing here. This, again, I was trying to do a guy with like a hood on to try to get the shadows and ink the shadow, and I did not know how to do it. This I was sort of onto something, but not yet, you know. Yeah, and then yeah, see, and this I remember being like, oh yeah, okay, kind of got it, you know, a little better here and there. Yeah, see, I think this was I was still trying to figure out what I wanted Hobo Man to look like. I don't know if I have any Hobo Man pictures in this, but you'll see as I go. I plan on doing all my sketchbooks at some point, and you'll see other versions of Hobo Man. It's a cool character. I remember here I was trying to draw like a sexy lady on a stripper pole, and I just couldn't get it right. I don't remember what that was. You know, just more figure drawing. This is J. Scott Campbell. I think I found a YouTube video of J. Scott Campbell drawing, and he did a few faces, and I was copying that, and see, like, when you tilt the head up, he was talking about this, like the space between the hair and the eyebrows gets smaller, but between the eyes and the eyebrow it gets bigger, and then the nose and the eyes get smaller, and the eyes look down. Between the mouth and the nose gets bigger, and the chin and you know, so that's how you make the looking head tilted back sort of effect, you know, when you're looking up at it. Some faces here. I think that was supposed to be Lady Gaga. Disney, is that, which one's that, Belle or Little Mermaid? You know, there's Alice in Wonderland. Here I'm doing more faces. And I think I was just copying these, but yeah, I think this was copied out of a book. This was some initial sketches for a drawing I did for my my old band. My bandmates had this idea for like I don't know, it was like a politician guy at a podium, and there was a dead guy in a podium, and I was trying to come up with ideas for that. I don't know if I have that drawing around here somewhere. I'll have to see. I don't think I have it handy. Oh, here. Actually, here. This isn't the actual drawing, but this is a copy of it. So this is how it ended up turning out. The finished version. No Culture. So that was the name of my band at the time. And so and we ended up, I think we made a t-shirt out of this. And it just, the screen printing came out really bad, so we never sold them. Yeah, so this is, I don't know why I printed this out. Oh, I've got marker on it. I think I was trying different shading techniques on this, because like the hatching here isn't on the actual drawing in the black. So anyway, there's that. And see, this is all for that. This is like, I'm trying to figure out how do I put the dead body in the podium. And that's how he ended up. Yeah, so this is me trying to figure out, so this is that same cartoon I wanted to do. I still think sometimes that I'm going to go ahead and do this cartoon. That's why I don't want to say much about it, but this is me trying to get this character down. Trying to find a good look here, and then I think this is one that I actually liked and was like, oh yeah. Again, here's that, trying to figure out how's that dead body gonna be stuffed in the podium. Yeah, and so, and then here's sort of like the final version of that character, even though I think I've changed it since then too. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe someday I'll actually do that, that comic. All right, more figure drawing. Just, I don't know, anime faces or whatever. More anime stuff. I think this is Psycher Yasin stuff again. You know, I would just watch his videos and copy things. Yeah, so we're in December of 2013 now. Drawing eyes. Yeah, I think this Psycher had a how to draw breasts video, and that's what that is. Drawing some boobies. Okay, here's me trying to draw that dead body again. Here, I think I was trying to draw Hellboy, like from memory there. Let's see. Yeah, just, I don't know, faces, and then practicing like perspective. Simplified drawing for planning animation. I think that was a YouTube video I was watching. Okay, yeah, I think this is all Psycher Yasin stuff from his videos. I just copy. And here's a character that he drew. I remember drawing that one over and over again. See, here's that same character, different poses. Just trying to get that, like, you know, that stance down. Here I am, 2014. Starting drawing, Psycher. Drawing from the right side of the brain. How to practice drawing. This is a Psycher video. I don't know. There's a list of stuff to go through. I did read Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain. This is actually quite helpful. It's a good book. Recommend it. Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain, Betty Edwards. Let me see. I should have it here. Oh, yeah. So this one here, I recommend it. It talks a lot. Well, I think I might do like book review of it later, but it's a good book. There's some stuff that she talks a lot about how the brain works, and I've heard that it's not really accurate, but still, this is really the only how to draw book I've read that kind of teaches you how to look at things the way an artist actually looks at them. You know, it teaches you how to think like an artist. So it's a really good book if you're just starting out, or even if you've been doing it for a while. All right, so I'm almost 20 minutes in here. Here's that same cartoon character again. I think this is like from a Kim Jong-gi thing, because I wrote Kim Jong-gi here. So I think I was like looking at his stuff. And Psycher. All right, I'm 20 minutes in. I guess we'll leave it off here. This is that same character again from that couple pages ago. I'm trying to draw her different poses. Yeah, here, her, you know, same things, doing different poses, trying to things out. All right, so that's it for now. I'm going to leave that there, and I'll pick it up next time. Bye.